builds off what Marcus Mariota started. Atlanta, when he watched Marcus Mariota accept the Heisman Trophy 3 years ago, Tua Tagovailoa imagined that maybe he could be next. Not the next Polynesian player to win college football's most prestigious award, but the next to shine a spotlight on Hawaii and the surrounding islands. Mariota gave an emotional speech that night, mixing in thanks for his family, teammates and coaches with a call to action to those back in his home state, to the Polynesian community. "I hope and pray that this is only the beginning," Mariota said. "Young poly athletes everywhere, you should take this as motivation, and dream big and strive for greatness." Clearly, Tagovailoa was paying attention. Monday night at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, the next Marcus Mariota did what the first Mariota could not, leading his team to a national title in the most unthinkable of circumstances. Down 13-0 at halftime, Nick Saban gambled and inserted the freshman signal caller who had played only in mop-up duty this year. Tagovailoa proceeded to throw 2 touchdown passes, an interception and then a 41-yard game winner as the Crimson Tide erupted on the sideline and celebrated yet another championship. Back in Honolulu, Tagovailoa's hometown, Vinny Passes Street exploded. Passes is Tagovailoa's longtime quarterback coach, a staple at St. Louis High, the same school that produced Mariota. "Everybody in Hawaii is going crazy," Passes said by phone to USA Today Sports right after Alabama captured its 12th national title. "I can hear people screaming down the street." Passes has tutored every major quarterback to come out of the islands, from Mariota, Oregon, to Darnell Arsenault, Utah, to Jason Gasser, Washington State, to Timmy Chang, Hawaii. He started working with Tagovailoa when he was just 8 years old. And as Mariota's star rose and more colleges traveled to Hawaii to recruit skill players, Passes believed Tagovailoa would do something special, and perhaps something different. Maybe he could set a new bar. "I always knew Tua was destined to be the next great one from here," Passes said. "He's been throwing bombs like that, winning touchdown, since he was a little kid." Tagovailoa came to Alabama as the top quarterback in the 2017 class. Hawaii's all-time high school passing leader who threw for 3,932 yards and 43 touchdowns as a senior. Most believed he would have to wait his turn behind sophomore starter Jalen Hurts, who led the Tide to a national title game appearance last season as a freshman. And while Hurts played a huge role in getting Alabama back to the title game this year, it was Tua who sat at the winner's podium afterward with a championship hat perched on his head. With a Hawaiian lei draped around his neck, he spoke about how this win will reverberate 4,300 miles away in Hawaii. "For kids back home, making our state proud is the biggest thing," Tagovailoa said. "To be able to do this on a national level, on a big state, is just a great opportunity. It's great exposure for us as well, our Polynesian people." Viewers also got a taste of that laid-back Hawaiian attitude. Midway through the third quarter and trailing 27, Tagovailoa missed a signal from the Alabama coaching staff, which resulted in an easy pick by the Georgia defense. As an obviously irritated Saban lectured him on the sideline, Tagovailoa put his arm around one of college football's grouchiest coaches, smiled big and told Saban not to worry. In Honolulu, Passes watched on TV and cracked up. "He did that all the time," Passes said. "Anytime he'd throw an interception he'd come over and say, 'Coach, my bad, but don't worry, I'll make it up to you.'" Tagovailoa did not hear from Mariota before the game, and said afterward he wasn't in a rush to check his phone, which was likely still buzzing. He just wanted to spend time, he said, with his family and teammates. Even though he's already achieved legend status, it's remarkable to think about what could still come in Tagovailoa's college career. Monday was the most he had played all year, and theoretically he'll get much better with more reps. He's acclimated to Tuscaloosa well, pointing out that the 3 things most important to him, faith, family and football, are also top priorities in the South. He admitted he does miss the beach. But that's what the off-season, and trips home, are for. More, Alabama offense comes to life with freshman QB Tua Tagovailoa more. Alabama captures national title with overtime win over Georgia more. Georgia had Alabama and let it slip away. Passes thinks about the future, too. What a great time for our people, Passes said. Tua wins a national championship, and Marcus is 2 wins away from the Super Bowl. And can you imagine, he might be playing against Marcus in the NFL someday. That would be almost unbelievable, Passes said. It's also probably what Mariota and Tagovailoa had in mind 3 years ago when everyone started paying attention to Hawaii.